Hey, I'm Gisbert Brunner. We are here in front of the booth of Alpina for Uhrenkosmos and Mondredo. And we have the chance to interview Peter Stas, the CEO, who brought back Alpina to the watch scene a couple of years ago. Come in and find out. Hello Peter, thanks a lot for your time. We are here with Alpina now, and let's talk a little about Alpina. And I think Alpina shows a growing success now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, has been a lot of work, and it took some time, but now people recognize Alpina and they recognize the values of the brand, I think.
Correct. Yeah, we have had a very good year. We grew around 30% last year. Of course, driven very much by the AlpinerX, where we did something that typically watch brands don't do, especially not ones that have more than 125 years of history. So we went actually to Kickstarter, and we brought this beautiful AlpinerX watch, which of course is full of sensors. You have accelerometer, magnetometer, temperature, UV sensor, pressure sensor.
The UV sensor is very important, I think.
Yeah, so we positioned it as an outdoors watch, going in the Alps, and everybody's very concerned about skin cancer nowadays. So we have actually, you can see it's a small. The hand is just below the 9. There's a very small opening in the dial. And so under there is a UV sensor. That's the first time that a UV sensor was built into a watch. And so it measures actually the light intensity. And then here you see the accompanying app. I can say a few more things about it, but you have here then the scale on the UV from 1 to 11. And so we can really go through day by day what the averages are. Of course here
the fair, no UV.
The fair, no UV, as long as you don't wear it outside. So this watch must have stayed properly inside. Yeah. But also we give really people information, what it means, the damage to your skin, and whether you're in the low area, moderate area, or you're like in the extreme or in the high area where you really have to protect yourself with plus 30 sun protection factor.
Let's talk about the updates. How often do you update now the software for this watch?
I would say right now we have like every week an update.
Oh.
There are still interesting things to come. We will have an engine in development where some people ask that also, where you can use your watch like a remote control. If you want to, for example, open your garage door, press on the button. It's with a platform called IFTT. And it's a technological in the cloud where you can have also your lamp from Philips, garage doors, your coffee maker, so all smart IoT products you will be able to access with your AlpinerX.
And the hardware will work with the new updates?
Pure an update on the app, and then there will be a small update on the firmware, which we do over the air, and all that will work well.
So this is the present and the future, but Alpina has a huge and a very rich history. And I think you could produce every year 10, 15, 20 different wristwatches coming from the past. And I think for this year, you have chosen an iconic chronograph from the 1960s. And it's a typical tonneau design of the tonneau shape of the case. Who made the decision to do this watch and not another watch for this year?
Well, this is always the big battle. On the design side, we have many ideas, and finally you can only produce a number of them. We had last year and the years before the dive oar and the block oar as well. So this kind of case, what we call the cushion type of case, was a number of times seen already in the archives, and we discussed what to do with that. And then we had the opportunity to acquire the movement from La Jouperet, which is
this is extra value.
Right, with the chrono.
It's not a standard, it's a monopoussoir, and this is not a standard 7750 or SW500 from Zenita.
Correct, yeah. And it's really also going, this chronopoussoir used to be quite popular in the past, so the whole movement, the case, the whole concept is a reintroduction of the past, but then in a contemporary design with sapphire crystal.
And we have to mention, for me it's important, the first chronograph had a compressor case.
Yes.
And the compressor cases, the crowns had this special pattern on the crown, and now you have this pattern on the pusher,
yes,
which is originally from the 1960s. So this is, I think, this is a perfect watch for people who like classical look from the 60s. Which has been very clear and very particular. You easily recognize it as a 60 years watch.
Correct.
And could you give, at the end, 3 values, 3 aspects on Alpina? How will the brand develop and go on?
Yeah, so the values here are really outdoors, alpine, and more sports and casual wear. It's within the group we have Frederique, which is very classical during the day, and this is basically in the evening. We will continue to build the brand on the 2 ways, either based on the history with automatic movements, but we also will very much continue on the outdoor and on the sports environment in the smart area. And with the current momentum, we really want to continue to increase and grow the brand. We really feel the brand should come back to its glory during the 60s, when in fact there was Breitling, Heuer and Alpina.
Yeah.
There were the 3 major brands at the time in many shops in Europe. And we still have a lot of work to do to reach that level again.
Yeah, for me, Alpina is one of those forgotten beauties. And if you wouldn't have bought the brand, I think it will still be a forgotten beauty.
Yeah.
So good luck, Peter, for the future of Alpina, and thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you also, Gisbert.